Hello everyone, Dan2xl5 here and I'm back again with another video. As you can see in the background, it's the Crown Jewel logo, which means I just finished watching WWE Crown Jewel 2022, and let me tell you, that was by far one of the best Saudi Arabia events I've ever seen. Not the best, and probably I'm not gonna see anything like it ever again. We're gonna see one every year. It's not quite frankly, under my own opinion, Crown Jewel is never that great, but hey, this one in particular was pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go through each match and tell you what I thought of the matches, how many, an overall score I'm going to give that out of 5 stars. So we're going to go on to the first match, which was Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. And it started off well. It started off really well when Bobby Lashley went and attacked Brock Lesnar during his entrance, speared him on the outside, speared him through the barricade. He actually made it so that Brock Lesnar had a bad limp. I think Brock Lesnar landed on his leg. So I don't know if that was a sell or not, but it was a wonderful taking out someone's legs. As I said in my actual unit, this mode is going to weaken you and you can't perform that big moves, especially the F5. And it was Bobby Lashley, and then he had the hurt lock on to Brock Lesnar. He was about to fade away. He even told the referee to bloody piss off, basically, Brock Lesnar, but he was fading away. And then he was batting it up, and he basically did the counter that everyone does to a submission like that, like a kind of food clutch or something like that, where Brock Lesnar balanced his feet off at the top, top turnbuckle, landed on his back, 1, 2, 3. Bit of a piss poor ending, realistically, and Bobby Lashley, after the match, put the hurt lock back onto Brock Lesnar. Not necessarily the best of starts to Crown Jewel, let me tell you. But then we went on to an actual proper banger of a match, the Women's Tag Team Championship match, and the outfits were tremendous, especially for Damage Control. I will get to the last woman standing match in just a sec, as we had the Asuka and Alexa Bliss go one-on-one with Damage Control. Again, very good match. But there was a lot of interference, including the end where Nikki Cross came out of nowhere and cost Alexa Bliss and Asuka the women's tag team titles. So after having one day with the belt, then they lose it to Damage Control thanks to Nikki Cross. I can't wait to watch Raw to see how Nikki Cross explains herself for this one. As Damage Control are once again the Women's Tag Team Champions. We then went on to the Steel Cage match, as Drew McIntyre faced Karrion Kross inside the Steel Cage match. Steel Cage matches can go either way. There's always going to be some shenanigans, and in which there was a wicked knee that Karrion Kross hit that almost looked like a claymore. There was a claymore and there was finishes galore. The ending of the match was basically Scarlett was there. She pepper sprayed Drew McIntyre as he was trying to escape through the door. Then Karrion Kross was about to climb out, but then Drew McIntyre came out back. He was about to. Because after that whole shenanigans with being blinded, he pulled him back in with the ankle lock. But, he was about to escape again, but Scarlett was like, aha, I got the keys, I'm locking you back in. But because she locked in the cage, and she had to panic when Karrion Kross was trying to get through the gate, because Drew McIntyre was like, hey, what am I doing? I can just climb up the top. and he was climbing, carrying across this panicking. It was a race to the finish, but Drew McIntyre escaped in time, and he won the match. Great matchup. Again, I'd like to say a banger of a match. And speaking of bangers of a match, I have the 6-man tag team matchup between the OC and the Judgment Day. Oh, that was a hell of a matchup. Rhea Ripley once again showing off her mindset, costing the OC the match right at the end as AJ Styles was going for the phenomenal forearm. Referee was distracted by Dominic Mysterio. She took out AJ Styles, hit him on the apron, throwing him back in the ring. Finn Balor hits the coup de grace. 1, 2, 3. Judgment Day get the victory. Then we have the Battle of the Titans, the Clash of the Titans, Braun Strowman versus Omos, and to be honest, it actually went the way I thought it was going to go. Omos was destroying Braun Strowman from the get-go. He overpowered him in a test of strength at the beginning. And just when Omos had Braun Strowman beat, he threw him into the corner, went to go for another splash. Braun Strowman reversed it, and because of the force of the splash, Omos bounced off of the corner, and out of nowhere, power slam, boom! Even though Braun Strowman was dominating the entire match. 1, 2, 3. Oh, big Braun Strowman wins the matchup. Then we have the Usos versus the Brawling Brutes, and this was a hell of a banger after banger after banger. I actually thought at one point, after hitting the signature kick until like I'd like to say the version of like a slam. I don't know what type of move he uses. Ridge Holland finishes his opponents off with that combination that we've seen him do before. 1, 2, no, only a 2. Very, very close, but it was a giant 1D off the freaking top rope onto Butch. And it was over. 1, 2, 3. Still the tag team champions, the Usos. Well, the next matchup was the last woman standing matchup, folks. And let me tell you, I loved every single bit of it, including very much near enough the end. And a freaking gnarly fail, or, you know, botch, whatever you like to call it, that was where Bayley was supposed to go through the table, because Bayley was going to run home for Bianca Belair with a golf cart that just came out of nowhere. Alright, fair enough, you can do whatever you want in these last man standing, last women standing matches. And it was pretty, she was trying to get Bianca on top of that when Bianca threw her, Bayley on top of that. But then the tables were turned quite literally here as Bianca drove the little golf cart, and basically they were playing tug of war with Bianca's hair, but Bianca threw her. As what I was guessing it was supposed to go through the table, but Bayley's head, the back of her head, wham! Hit the freaking wrong side, and she had to improvise and powerbomb her through the table. But that wasn't enough. But in the end, you know, Bayley had the idea to set up the ladder and maybe even sandwich Bianca in it so that she couldn't get out. But Bianca Belair beat her to it. She hit a KOD onto the chair. Then she put Bayley in the ladder, sandwiched it in between her, slid it into the post. She got the 10 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bianca Belair, last woman standing, and is still the Raw Women's Champion. Now we get on to the match I was not looking forward to whatsoever. Roman Reigns defending his WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship against Logan Paul. And I will admit, the match was awesome, and yeah, I'm not going to take anything away from Logan Paul, because, let's face it, that match was awesome. It had interference from the Usos, it had interference from Logan Paul's impulsive podcast buddies, and we had Jake Paul come down. Again, this was a regular match. The referee allowed it to happen because they weren't actually attacking either Roman or Logan. At the end of the match came what, in fact, I thought there was because the Usos got took out by Jake Paul when he KO'd both of them, there was a frog splash, and 1, 2, thank God Roman Reigns kicked out Logan Paul, nearly became the champion. So I was like, phew, thank God for that. And after the end, where freaking Jake Paul was queuing up squaring up against Solo Sikoa, the Usos got back up. They were behind Jake Paul, but then out of nowhere, Logan Paul does like a flip outside the ring, taking out both the Usos. He's all pumped up, going, yeah, this is my time. Meanwhile, in the ring, Roman Reigns is getting back up. He hits a giant man, the Superman punch, and a spear, and 1, 2, 3, and still WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion, your tribal chief, the head of the table. Acknowledge him. It's Roman Reigns. And by God, I will acknowledge your tribal chief. I don't know what about you guys, but overall ranking for this matchup, 1 thumbs up, 3.5 stars out of 5, because the start was really poor and Nikki Cross getting involved when she shouldn't. But we'll see. But up next will be Survivor Series War Games. There you go. I'll show you a picture of it while I'm here. And I'm gonna do my reactions and reviews to that, and my predictions as well. Who knows? Maybe somebody might join me while watching it. Well, it would be Connor, Jackson, or Jackal. It's one of my friends that loves wrestling. We shall see. But until next time, I'm Dan 2xl5 on Xbox Live, also known as that, on YouTube. And until next time, goodbye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you want to watch the previous video, click on the video on the left. But if you want to watch the playlist, then click on the video on the right. Also, feel free to click subscribe by clicking on the Master Chief icon on the top.